Hey everyone, Alex from cnc-o-rama, and today we're going to talk about how to take an existing model and add joints so you can do cool stuff like this, and joint relations. And so let's just jump right into how to do this. So this is a model I got from McMaster-Carr. So I'm going to go insert McMaster-Carr component. And then this dialog box always shows up really small, so I like to just expand this out. So I'm going to search for Arbor Press. If I scroll down a little bit, I'm going to do this one. It's the 6-inch down here. And then I want to make sure I'm downloading this as a 3D step file. I'll download that. And what's really important here, if we come up to utilities here, we want to make sure display component colors is turned on. We'll come back to solid. And then I want to look in this component here and look at all these bodies in here. So any body that I don't want to move, I'm actually going to drop or drag up to the top level component. So I do want the handle to move, and I'd call this the ram. So anything that's part of the handle or the ram is not going to move. But let's see, I got body 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see, 7 is part of the handle. So maybe I'll do, I'm going to hold shift and select 2 through 6 and drag these all up to the top level. So that's like the faceplate and the 4 bolts there. And then in this case, body 8, I want that to be up there. You can even look at the bodies. It renumbers these when it puts them in here, but these are all in that top level component now. All right, so while I have that top level component active, I'm going to go create new component. I'll call this handle. And then I want to grab any components that belong to the handle, or any bodies that belong to the handle, and drag them into this component. And your colors are probably not going to match mine because it kind of generates random colors when you turn on this component color display. But you should see I have a little green mark here on my handle, and everything in the handle is green now. Then there's only one body left. So I'm going to go back up to the top, make sure this is active. I'll go create new component and call this the RAM. And then I can drag this last body into the RAM. It turns orange to match that color there. And then I can right click on this original component. I don't need this anymore, so I'm just going to go remove. And if I activate the very top level component, everything will become visible. So what this is, there's a base component with 2 subcomponents, the handle and the RAM. All right, so now we want to start creating motion. So if I just grab one of these, it's going to just fly off into space, which is not what I want. So if I do that, I'm going to go revert position. So I'm going to drop down assemble and do an as-built joint. So as-built joint just means the components are already in place where they need to be. So I'm not moving them to any location. I'm just saying add the motion that I want. So I'm going to first do the handle. So let me select these 2 components. And I want to change this to a revolute joint. And for the snap, I'm going to pick the center of this face. And then I'm not going to set any joint limits on this component. I want this to be able to freely move, spin as far as it wants. All right, so now I want to do another as-built joint for the ram. So I'll pick the base and then the ram. I'm going to change this to slider. And then depending on where you pick this, it doesn't always work as expected. But I'm going to pick a spot on this vertical line so we're moving vertically. And if you see the motion immediately, then you pick the right spot. Okay, so now we need to set some joint limits. So I'm going to set a minimum limit. And if I click the 3 dots next to this, I can do a measure. So I'll measure from this face to this face. And you can see it automatically jumped up, which is not what I wanted. So all I have to do is put a negative on this minimum. And then it jumps back down to where that actual negative position is. So we can also activate a maximum. And I'm just going to do preview limits. It looks like it's moving. I could change this number, but it actually looks like it works where I have it. I'll click OK. All right, so now these two move as they should, but they're not linked together. So let me revert position. So under assemble, I can do a motion link. And what I like to do, if I drop down this relationships and then joints, I can select the 2 joints over here. And it's doing basically what it should. It's kind of spinning a little fast. So maybe I want to say for every 360 degrees, the distance should be 1 inch. No. Is that right? Let me go back to 2 inches. And you can also reverse this if you need to. I think I have mine in the right direction, but let me just click OK and see what we get. And that's actually pretty good. And you notice since we don't have limits on this joint, but we have limits on this joint, it hits that limit and then it stops. All right, and then usually what I like to do is turn off the visibility of the joints because I don't need to see those anymore. And then that's kind of it. You got a working model there, and you can play with those joints and see how they work. All right, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe. Give me some comments if there's anything you would have done differently on this, or if you have any questions. And come back and watch some more videos. So thank you.